I did say I'm going to do a vlog on the whole Tyson Fury versus Wack on the card, with the whole experience being in Thailand after the fight, prior to the fight and everything. So just to give you guys an update, yeah, so don't even know where to start. The viral KO, it went most places. Most of you guys that's been following my journey, you guys have seen that I was an ex-teacher. Ex-football player as well. I've seen that one come out. I didn't even know people knew that, but I played at quite a decent level. I was on trial with Everton. I'm going to bring out the picture soon. On trial with Everton, was at West Ham and Bristol City. So I had quite a crazy football background. So obviously, as most of you guys know, I've always been involved in sport. Yeah, so 16, from early years to 16, 17, I was playing football. Then obviously life got involved. I was born and raised in London, life got involved. I was just into other things. 18, I stopped playing football. Then I got involved in just recreational gym, the normal pure gym, just normal stuff really. Going on runs myself and all that stuff. So that's when I wanted more of a challenge. So that's why I picked up going to boxing. I wanted more for fitness, I wanted more of a challenge. So went to a KO gym, East London. I'm from North London, so went to a KO gym, I think it's called Core Box Gym in East London. That's where I obviously started boxing. I got beat up in sparring by an 81 kg guy. Southpaw 81, got beat up. That was my first time sparring. Got beat up by him, bloody nose and everything. Then I remember going to the toilets. I remember like yesterday after I got beat up. Going to the toilets, bloody nose, clean my nose. I was thinking, is this even for me? Like, why am I doing this? And it sounds like a kind of cliche story as well. But yeah, so I thought to myself, why am I doing this? Do I need to do this? Then I got home and I thought, you know what? I think I can do better. Then let me just do better than what I did this time, at least. So at least if I was to quit, I don't like saying quit, but if I was to just say I'm not going to do this is not for me, at least let me say I gave it a go. Same thing happened again. But I know myself, there was a bit of improvement, but the same thing kind of similar happened again. I did enjoy the training as well. As everyone knows, boxing training is probably one of the hardest training you can ever do. Yeah, then I carried on, I got better and better as the time went on. Then after that happened, after I got better, I remember I sparred him and it was the other way around. And have in mind, he's 81 kg out. I think I was like probably like 95, 96, probably 100. I remember coming after I beat him up pretty much in sparring. I remember coming a week after and I was like, should we spar? And he was like, no, I'm just going to be skipping today. That's when I was like, I remember walking away with a smile on my face. I was like, okay. Okay, yeah. So that was like a glimpse. And that was like when I was 21. So most of you guys know that I started boxing quite relatively late. But as I said on many interviews, and as I said about myself, I'm quite a fast learner. I pick up things quick. 21, fast track now. Yeah, so I used to work in this school. Most of you guys know that I've always been into doing things with the young adults, the youths and stuff. And that's something I inspired to do throughout my whole boxing career. Even after my career, I would like to do something with the youth. Because as we all know, they're the next generation. If there's anyone that needs help the most, the best direction, it's probably them. So, yeah, so the week of the fight, as I said in my last video, the main thing is climatizing. So I was trying to climatize myself because I know obviously Thailand was really, really hot. The altitude is different and everything. So when I got to Thailand, as expected, it was really hot. We had different slots when to train at the gym because we only had one gym that Tyson Fury was training at as well. And I think Wack was training there as well. We was all in the same hotel apart from Bahrain and Tyson Fury. So, I don't even know where to start. So, when we got to the gym, Tyson Fury was there. The first time when we got to the gym, we was going upstairs and it was right on the top floor. So, as most of you guys know, heat travels up. So it was baking at the gym, baking. So obviously I saw Tyson Fury, spoke to him, saw Joseph Parker and their team, Really nice people, really good people. That was my first time meeting them. Real good people. A few jokes that I probably can't say on camera was shared with Tyson Fury and my team and stuff as well. So yeah, obviously got training after the first round because I know I'm quite fit. I'm quite fit for a heavyweight. After the first round, I was blowing. I was blowing in the gym because I was on the pads and I was saying to my coach Tony, I was thinking in my head actually. I was thinking, if this is the first round and I'm feeling like this, we're in for a good fight. We're in for a good fight because, as we know, obviously you're coming from England. We're not used to this heat at this rate, so we're not used to this heat. Yeah, most of the work pretty much was done at that temperature, but then someone came in the gym and reminded us like the venue's not going to be at this temperature. Like someone done the temperature in the room, and it was 50. It was 50 degrees, so they were saying the venue, we can reassure you the venue's not going to be like this. There's obviously windows open, doors open and everything, so it won't be like this. So that gave me obviously a peace of mind, a rest assured peace of mind. Doing anything too strenuous in the body, it was just more just sharp pads, sharp sprints. Fast track to fight night. Obviously we had a game plan, we wrote a few things down, we had a game plan, worked in the game plan, and we studied our opponent, studied him. So, as I said in the press conference, if most of you guys are following, I know obviously talk is cheap, but obviously it's entertainment. It's entertainment, so we are here to entertain. And that goes with verbal things as well as physical things as well. So I didn't want to give away too much, but I knew what I was capable of doing, and I've studied the opponent. Me and my team studied the opponent. This could have ended a lot more earlier. I know obviously it's funny saying that because 28 seconds, but it could have ended earlier based on what we've been working on and nearly executed as well. Obviously started off fast, just missed him with a glimpse. Funnily enough, saying this, I caught him with an overhand right hand, but that's not even my favourite shot. It's not even the shot that we worked on. It's one of the shots we worked on. We worked on 3. The other two didn't really present itself as early as the overhand right. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, we twitched feint. He bought the feint and caught him with the overhand right. When I caught him flush, I knew it was a shot that landed clean, and I knew it's gonna cause damage. So it was literally just a split second. If you guys see the video, it looks like I hit him with 2 shots, but it was a split second. I was thinking, should I hit him? Should I not? Should I hit him? Should I not? And everyone knows, like, some of the comments that I've seen, I'm quite thick-skinned. I'm not even the type to think about comments and even look at comments, but sometimes I just look back and just make me laugh. So some of the comments I've seen is, hitting them after the fight, after the first shot landed when I knew it was gone, the celebration. If people actually took part in sport in their life, took part in competition, took part in anything that gives you drive, that gives you ambition, then you know how it feels. Like, most things are done on a glimpse of a whim. It's like split second. So obviously caught him with a shot. In boxing, they say protect yourself at all times. At the moment, it was a split second. Should I hit him? Should I not? So I threw 2 shots, and it was more obviously he was coming to me, like he was like pretty much dropping to me. And I think I missed him with the first right, then caught him with the left, but it was like a glimpse. So obviously went down, waved it off, and the first shot initially, when I first caught him, I knew that it was a shot that landed, and that's potentially ended the fight. So the celebration was just built up. It was built up frustration because as most of you guys know, I've had loads of pullouts from the beginning of the year. That fight was July. It was July, and that was my first fight this year. My last fight was September last year. So there's been pullouts. There's been a lot of things outside of the ring, and a lot of people that know the sport know that there's a lot of politics involved in the sport. Not just the fighters. The fighting is probably like the smoothest bit that happens. Like, it's 2 men fighting, whoever lands more, whatever. But outside of that there's a lot of things that go on to that, which actually happened getting into the fight, which obviously led to this celebration, the frustration and everything, because it has nothing to do with Daniel. I'm sure Daniel, my opponent, is a nice guy. Like he said in the press conference, 2 kids, family man and everything. I'm a family man as well. I'm sure it's not personal. Most times every time I get in the ring, it's not personal. But obviously a job had to be done. He caught him with a shot, celebrated, the fight was over, and yeah, my mindset, like, it was just all a blur. Pretty much it was all a blur, because I'm the type of person, I don't really deep things, or I don't really I don't want to say deep. I don't really think too much of things until it's over, because when I'm at the time, it could be the most biggest event, it could be anything, but I just block it all out. I just go through the motions, because like loads of people after the fight were saying to me, or even prior, like during the week of the fight, how am I feeling? I'm just cool. I just stay cool. Like I don't really deep it. I don't really take it all in until after. Then when after it happened, then I think, oh, that was quite cool. Then I'm thinking, what's next? So yeah, Thailand is a very nice country. For those of you that are thinking of going to Thailand, very nice country. The food is amazing. Probably one of the best countries I've been to be honest. Not that I've been to many, but when we was going, because every morning we had breakfast, went down, me, Tony Marshall, Kieran Marshall, and I want to say a big shout out to Tim Piper as well, my coach, Richard Bennett at Athena, Spencer Brown, Gold Star. Yeah, it was a lot of things that gone into obviously the fight itself. So yeah, the next morning went down, had breakfast, saw Daniel's coach. We asked him how he was and stuff. Said he went to hospital after the fight just to get assessed and everything, because at the end of the day, boxing is a dangerous sport. It's a dangerous sport, and people need to give credit to even get in the ring. Both of us even get in the ring, especially heavyweight boxing, where one shot can change. It can change a lot. So people need to give people credit, and Daniel is all well. So we're moving on to the next. There's things in the pipeline, but as most of you guys know, obviously I've had loads of pull-outs and stuff. Boxing is a very unpredictable sport at times. Things could be on the paper, this the plan, blah blah blah, and nothing really materialise. So I'm one of the athletes where I stay in shape anyway. Throughout the whole year, I stay in shape. I stay in camp. If I say to my brother, like, all the time, my brother and my sister all the time, like, if I wasn't boxing, I'll still be training, I'll still be acting like I'm a boxer, because at the end of the day, you obviously need to stay in shape. It helps you mentally as well as physical. So yeah, it's my lifestyle. After the fight, what happened? I took a week off. See, I was just eating, chilling, switching off from boxing for a bit. Then next week I was back in the gym. But actually the week of the fight was Friday. Literally when I landed back on the Monday, Tuesday I was out running again. So yeah, it's what I do. It's what I do. So I don't really struggle. Like I hear some fighters struggle when it's camp. They spend like half the camp trying to shed off weight and stuff. That's not really me. As long I love food. I love food a lot, but it's not really me. I'm literally getting ready to go to the gym. Got S&C tomorrow, and hopefully we find out soon of the next date. But there's obviously, as I said, there's been a few talks and stuff, but I think I've learned not to get too excited until either fight week or I'm actually in the ring and I hear the first bell, because anything can happen, especially some of these big cards as well. The main event, someone could get injured and everything. Like I think I've heard every excuse on the book. I've had a fight where me and the opponent was literally in the venue. He was in his change room, I was in mine. One of the referees, I don't know if the ref or one of the officials, came to the change room and said his hands is not fitting the glove. That's what I was told. His hands is not fitting the glove. Long story short, they said they called the fight off, and that was it. I've also heard we had a fight the next day. When was it? That was actually this year. We had a fight the next day, and I got told he had a Valentine's date with his missus, because it was Valentine's week of February. So that's why I couldn't fight. Even though it was signed, everything was done. That's what I got told. So yeah, I'm not too optimistic of dates and stuff, due to obviously things that's happened in the past. But yeah, we're staying in the gym. We're getting ready to go to the gym now. And yeah. couple rounds on the bags. Nothing too hard. So obviously, I'm just getting back in the swing of things. Gonna go on a run later though. Hopefully get a fight news soon. So just taking over until we get news. Then we're going to increase the pace of things. Anyway, stay tuned. See you later.